Just 2 days after the US presidential election last year, I did something that I very rarely do. I made a raft of predictions about what the Trump 2.0 term would bring and some aspects of how it would play out. At this point, of course, nobody knew just how much of a global reset this administration was going to be, what a whirlwind of activity it would bring. So 6 weeks in, how do those predictions stand up now? Did they age like sour milk, or are they, so far, because some are longer-term predictions, rock solid? Well, let's refresh our memory as to what they were.
Now, I will make certain predictions based on what I know, or at least what I think I know. Trump's second term will be substantively different to the first. In the first couple of years, he will be more confident and less restrained, and that will have some pluses and also some big minuses. He will be taken more seriously by a number of foreign leaders, including those who hate everything he stands for, because last time they thought he was an almost accidental aberration. This time, he clearly represents the American people. Trump's delusions that he only has to inhabit the White House for the world's dictators to become too afraid to start or prosecute a war, that will not survive this second term. He will not solve the Ukraine war on his first day of taking office, or indeed within his first month. If called out on that, he'll just blame Zelensky. However, America's refusal to support Ukraine militarily will ultimately lead to Putin's partial victory based on some degree of the territory currently occupied. America will be seen by everyone as an unreliable ally because of that and various other transactional plays that Trump will make. Whether that matters or not, you can decide. Within the next 4 years, Trump will fall out with Robert Kennedy Jr. He will fall out with Elon Musk. He will not fall out with Susie Wiles, his new chief of staff. Why? Because she is above all else loyal to Trump, although she will tell him when she thinks he's wrong, which is exactly what he needs. She also does not seek fame. She does not seek credit. She does not seek the spotlight, unlike the walking egos on legs that are Kennedy and Musk. Trump cannot bear people getting ideas above themselves and seeking to be famous in his orbit. Kennedy will not survive. Musk will not survive. It will take a while, perhaps, but they won't reach the end of the 4-year term on good terms. Musk and the other tech bros who have been throwing money at him did so thinking that they could influence him, manipulate him, take the edge off his craziness, benefit financially from him. Will Musk persuade Trump not to dismantle America's scientific institutions? Will others? Will they even try when push comes to shove? Lots of people think they can manipulate Trump. We're going to learn which ones can and which ones are kidding themselves. President Putin thinks that he's another one. He's already been handing out generous praise to Trump's courage and his success, all the flattery that Trump is known to be susceptible to, and talking about how Trump's plan for ending the Ukraine war deserves to be taken seriously, says Putin. But it doesn't mean, he has added, that he will accept any abandonment of his territorial ambitions. And of course, neither is Ukraine going to accept giving up territory, so it's hard to see what Trump actually practically does about that, except withdraw involvement and let it go to Putin by default. What Putin will be seeking as well will be Trump's allyship in his rehabilitation in the wider global community. If America drops its sanctions, if Trump and Putin meet for a summit, Putin will have made another step in normalizing himself and his armed aggression against neighbours as a tool of statecraft.
Stood up pretty well, seems to me. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to get all hubristic about it and start running around doing predictions all over the place. But it does at least support somewhat, within reason, my contention that a non partisan approach with a view to what's really happening in the world will lead you astray on these things less often than the alternative. And I wouldn't put it any more than that.